Lesson to the wise, if you go for the removal spell, make sure you have enough creatures to kill the opposing creature after yours resolves. Hello Daily Drafters, and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. Before we hop into the draft, I want to thank all of you, the subscribers, for supporting the channel here today. And because I love you all so much, I've unlocked access to the Daily Draft Discord, available to subscribers and non-subscribers alike. There's a link in the description to join the Discord, so check that out because we'd love to have you on board. Also, if you are subscribed to the YouTube channel here, you will get access to an exclusive subscribers-only channel on the server. So if you're not subscribed yet, you will absolutely want to be to have access to that and to just support the channel in general. It doesn't cost you anything, and if you're here for not the first time, clearly you've come back for one reason or another, and a quick subscription would go a long way in showing support for the channel. Alright, with that out of the way, let's dive into our draft for today. Well, we've got a heck of a pack one pick one today with Undercover Operative, a card I've yet to play with or against in the format. 2 blue for a 0/0. You may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it enters with a shield counter on it if you control that creature. So this is a great start here. Would love to be blue-white with this. Blue-black is totally fine as well. But we're slamming Operative and just seeing where we can go from there. Okay, well, I think the best card in this pack by a long shot is Nightclubber. I don't think I want to take a hit, although I do think blue-white's a better deck. I'm not going to take a power level hit by going for Hold for Ransom over Nightclubber here. And Infiltrator is similar to Nightclubber in that we have to branch out into black to take this, and this card's just better. So we'll take this here. Broker's Veteran's fine on the wheel if we can get it. Midnight Assassin wouldn't be the end of the world either, but we're going to go ahead and take just the best card in that pack there. And now we see Echo Inspector versus Run Out of Town. Maestro's Charm is like okay, but I don't know if I want to be taking 3-color card this early yet. So I'm just going to take the Echo Inspector to go with the Operative here. It's a decent little creature to copy as well with Operative. So definitely going to take that Echo Inspector. And this pack is a bit underwhelming. I don't want Join the Maestros. Seraph is like fine, I guess, if we're going to like play a long game. Disdainful Stroke can be okay. Security Bypass, I don't think is what I want to be doing. So I guess I'm going to take Seraph here. We could also just cut blue with Disdainful Stroke. It's not the end of the world to run a copy of this. I think I'm actually just going to take the Stroke here. And blue is looking to be drying up quickly here. Blue-red's not really a deck we want to try. We could splash this in Maestros, but I don't know if we want to be splashing that. There's Assassin and Fake Your Own Death, which are both like okay. Guess I'll take the Assassin here, because Fake Your Own Death, it works well with Operative and Echo Inspector and Nightclubber. So maybe that's a reason to take Fake Your Own Death here over the other one. Still 0 blue cards. So that's scary. Blue-green and blue-red are not decks in this format. Blue-white is, but I guess we take Angelic Observer over like Quick Draw Dagger or something like that. Crocodile's the only blue card here. Don't like any of these red. Glamorous Outlaw in blue-black splash red. Maybe Tavern Swindler is like, I don't know why this card's in this set. Halo Scarab, whatever. Guess I'll take the Outlaw. Getting a little scared. We're going to have to basically fill out our blue in pack 2. Now there is an Adjudicators here. And a Metamorphosis. I think I'm going to land on Adjudicators and kind of split the difference between blue-white and blue-black. Because Adjudicators goes fine in a blue-white deck. And our black cards are basically just Nightclubber at this point. Fake Your Own Death is like fine, whatever. But I'd still very much like to be blue. I really do want to get a chance to play with this card. It seems really good. Probably going to have to get hooked up in pack 2 with blue. I would be shocked if this person's in blue. And even the person to the left of them. So there's another outlaw. I don't think body droppers for us. Don't care about contender. Parcel, whatever. I guess I'll take outlaw if we want to go like maestros or something. It's a decent little start to a blue-black deck. Splashing a couple outlaws on the top end. Dig up the body for some values. Not bad in this deck already. So I think we'll take that pretty easily here. And the Observer and the Adjudicators are not looking great in this shell that we have, but who knows? Maybe we open like Falco Spara or something like that in pack 2, and then we could see what we can do about that. Bruiser's not a bad card to hold down the fort early. We don't have any 2-drops yet, so we're going to have to find some, and that's not a bad one to have. Okay, so here we've got Extraction Specialist, which has been decent, not outstanding. I think the best card in this pack is Cleanup Crew. But I don't think that's something we could take. It doesn't go with blue or black. Riveteer's Overlook is not really the land we're looking for. This pack is kind of a whiff. I guess we go with the 2-drop in Broker's Veteran. I mean, it's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. We could splash white for Specialist, but like we don't really have any 2-drops except Bruiser that we'd even be able to bring back. I think I'm just going to take the 2-drop in Broker's Veteran here, which is a horrible pick 1 here in pack 2, but I mean, what are you going to do? So here it's between Murder, Snooping, Newsy, I think are the two. And I think I want to land on Snooping, Newsy over Murder for the 2-drop problem. That's a close one. We are a little light on interaction right now. So maybe that's a reason to go Murder. How many spells do we have? 3 instants if we wanted to splash Cormella. I think it's between Murder and Newsy here. I guess I'll land on Murder, but I would not fault you at all for going with Newsy there. Metropolis Angel, good in blue-white, but I think we're more likely to be blue-black. So for that reason, I'm going to take Deal Gone Bad. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Deal Gone Bad here. Psychic, Pickpocket, Corrupt Court Official. I think Pickpocket is a little bit better for us than Court Official in this deck specifically. I mean, I would happily take this. If this were just some random red card, I'd happily take the Court Official. But I'm going to land on the Pickpocket here as some power. Now we've got a pack here. Errant Street Artist can copy, dig up the body, and that's it. So that's not really great. There's a Girder Goons, a Run Out of Town. I think it's between these two here. I think I'm going to land on the Girder Goons. It's just so good. I mean, this card is just so powerful. I do like me a Run Out of Town. It's not bad. I'll take this here. Rooftop Nuisance. We don't have great casualty for this yet, but it's a tempo play for us. So I'll take that here. A couple court officials could go a long way in making this card better. Got a newsy pick 7 anyway, so that's great. You'd love to see that. Maybe the other one will wheel. I think I like Veteran over Swindler. I don't really care about either of those cards. I mean, Crocodile is like... I don't think I care about Crocodile. So I'll just take the 2-drop in Broker's Veteran. I'll just cut the blue card here. I don't think I care about any of these. Assassin and Cormella came back. Let's see what we're at now. 5 instants, 1 sorcery. Maybe that's worth taking a look at Cormella. I don't think we're going to miss either of these 2 cards. Let's see if we could take Cormella and end up with a deck that cares about it. Stroke, or I think I'll take Custodian over a second Disdainful Stroke. Fight Rigging. Wow. 13 creatures. So if we don't take Fight Rigging, what are we taking? A Rooftop Nuisance that's not great in our deck? A Crooked Custodian we don't really care about? Yeah, I'm taking Fight Rigging. Maybe we can find like a couple Riveteers lands or something and splash this. But this card is so good. It's just ridiculous. So I'm just taking it here, and maybe we find a way to play it, but maybe not. So now it's Silencer or a 3rd Outlaw. A 2nd Nuisance, which is less likely. So I think I'll take the Silencer here. Yeah, I'll just take the Ravine Silencer. Murder, although there is the Riveteer's Overlook that could help us play the Fight Rigging. Run Out of Town. I don't think this is going to come back. It'd be great if it did. But we need some interaction. This is going to be hard to swing to splash it because green doesn't go with black or blue in this format, really. So I think I'm just going to take a 2nd Murder here. Now it's between Lackey and Broker's Hideout. I guess I'll take the Broker's Hideout. That helps with Fight Rigging. I don't think we care too much about Lackey in this deck. We have a little bit. We have like a Newsy. We have a Silencer and an Echo Inspector. It's like, okay. But yeah, let's take the land. See if we can make that work. Don't care about Scrivener. I don't know why this card's in this set either. Seraph, Revel Ruiner. Here's a spot where I wish there were like a Riveteer's Overlook in the pack, but there's not. Guess I'll just take this. Obscura does not find green. It is a good land for us, but it does not find green. I think it's run out of town here. Wiretapping draws us 2 cards a turn, but I don't think we need that. This card has been way too slow in the format. I mean, if they're playing black-red or any kind of broker's deck, they're just going to beat you. So I'll take the run out of town. Riveteer's Overlook over Waterfront District, I think to help play this fight rigging. Now we have Brokers, which is blue-green, and Overlook, which is black-green. That's 3 sources for fight rigging with 14 creatures. I think that means we might be able to get there with it. Maestro's Theater, Obscura Initiate. I kind of want the Theater over the Initiate here. Is that crazy? We have a lot of 3-drops already. I think I want the Theater for the mana. Crooked Custodian, maybe. Rooftop Nuisance, maybe. Doesn't look like the land came back. It did not, but I think we did get there on fight rigging. Okay, so I definitely don't need an extra one of that. Can take a look like this for now. Let's see, this would be 17 lands with 2 cuts. Probably Disdainful Stroke and at least a Nuisance here. That makes Cormella a little worse. We have Run Out of Town, Deal Gone Bad, Double Murder, Dig Up the Body, a Nuisance, and Fake Your Own Death with Cormella. That's all pretty good package there. 2-drops are like, okay. Custodian's less than ideal, but it is what it is. I like Nightclubber. Double Outlaw at the top is fine. We have 6, 7, 8 blue, and 8 black with this. We definitely need more black with Double Murder and Nightclubber. Do we even need a red? Honestly, I don't think we need a red. We could just cast these off of themselves. Oh, we have Cormella as well. In that case, I think we do need a red. What did they do? They added it back or something? They suggested? So this is 8 blue, 8 black, a red, 3 red, and 3 green. 2, 1. Yeah, 3 red and 3 green with this. And then more red because of these 2 as well. Yeah, the mana's a little not great. Murder might not come down on turn 3 all of the time, and we might have to blitz Clubber a couple times, but Outlaw also fixes for murder, so there is that. So I think it's okay. We have a couple decent creatures to copy with Undercover Operative, like Echo Inspector, Pickpocket, Glamorous Outlaw, Nightclubber, Silencer, all these things. These are pretty good things to copy. So yeah, this deck is a little bit unique from what we've kind of been doing here lately on the channel. So let's see what this can pull out of the bag. Okay. I mean, I guess we're keeping it, but we need 3 other colors of mana at some point. I was about to say, the worst draw on our deck is Swamp. Okay. Guess we'll play Silencer here, and we're incentivized to discard a non-land, but I don't think we can afford to in this hand, so we'll just do that there. The old Boros Streets of New Capenna deck. There they go. Got their green. So can we survive against green-white? That's all right. Go ahead. Just gonna kill this now, and I think we want to mill ourselves. Pickpocket here, and I'd very much like to discard a non-land, and we will be, so I think it'll be Nuisance. Get rid of that token. Man, they're the full Naya, aren't they? We could just murder that, but how much do I care? I mean, we can just trade for it too. So let's just trade for it. I'd rather murder something that matters a little bit more. Okay. It's a pretty good response to it. Don't get the 2/2 out of the deal there. The treasure is appreciated in case we draw Outlaw or Cormella or Fight Rigging or anything like that. Or Swamp. Go ahead. There we go. That's something. Yeah, definitely going to discard the swamp here. So do we double block this? Yeah, probably so. Okay. Go grab our green now. And I guess we can attack for 2. I think I'm still okay double blocking, and if they go for a trick, we can murder it. And then if they just trade with this, that's probably okay too. I guess I could have attacked with Custodian too, but that opens up an attack for their Mayhem Patrol, and I'm fine just holding it back. Okay. Kill that one too. Oh, hold it for ransom. Okay. It's pretty good there, so let's see if we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then sack for red. Fake your own death. Is that good? It seems okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So next turn we can't even cast that. This one, we'd have to exile it. Fake your own death seems okay. I think I'll take that next turn. I'll just pass here. Try to make them think I've got something here. Revelers, all right. Just gonna pass. And then if they attack with this, we can fake your own death with our veteran and then kind of get a lot of value out of that. Okay. We'll just keep the staring contest going, I guess. run out of town, I kind of just want to do this. It's not very mana efficient and it leaves us exposed for a turn, but we do get another scry out of the deal here, so I just want to make sure we can get this down, find some more action off the top. Yeah, these are both action off the top, aren't they? Gotta do it this order so we don't mill the murder. So I'll just take those two here. And no attacks only because... Oh god, we're at 12 cards in library. Okay. Guess we need to watch out for that. I'd like to get into combat when we have Fake Your Own Death up and removal. That would be great. So starting next turn, I might start attacking a little bit with these two. And then we'll have all sorts of things we can do in response. So let's get in. Expecting a trick on Mayhem Patrol here. Oh, interesting. So then we're going to make it 7 toughness. So we probably just have to kill that then. We don't get the value off of Fake Your Own Death, but we get the... It's kind of a 2 for 2, I guess. Well, no, we murder and use Fake Your Own Death, and they use Libation and Revelers, so I think we're just going to do that. Now, do they have another trick for Mayhem Patrol is the question. Kind of. Okay. That's not the end of the world. Gonna have to watch out for Mill because we have Newsy and we still have Dig Up the Body in the deck somewhere, so we have to make sure we don't get milled out. Alright, let's start with getting in with Outlaw and see how they block. Okay. Oh, what a great mill. Got 2 lands off the top here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 4 lands in our last 8. Not bad. We also have a Cormella. So the number of creatures you control. So what that means is we can do this in response. And then it doesn't die. As much as I don't want to murder the initiate, I think we're gonna have to now. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, so let's just do this. Thank God we did that in the order that we did and not played this first. Would we rather just draw that? We're gonna have... It's probably not gonna be a while until we have... And I'm just gonna actually... What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of a land. Because the rest of these are still... Yeah, let's just do this. Because the rest of them are still in our deck now, which is 6. And I'm not sure we're gonna get up to 7 power before it really matters. Alright, that's a powerful card, but I don't think it will do it in this situation. Alright, we ground out the Cabaretti deck. Let's see if we can fight our way into Diamond here today. Okay, not a bad hand here. We've got black and blue, so we're getting rid of one of our red sources, but we have to find black. So we will make sure we do that. We're most definitely not playing against Everett right now, so at least we know that. Everett's been a little scary, but this isn't him, so we're fine. So Broker's Hideout would be playing off curve here, but it guarantees a turn for Echo Inspector. I think I'm going to do this and go Silencer. I want all of these cards. Is it crazy to get rid of Murder? We're going to have to get a green with that. So we aren't guaranteed to cast Murder anytime soon. We could Blitz Nightclubber next turn, theoretically. Yeah, let's just get rid of the Murder. Why not? What could go wrong? Is that the third? It's the third tap land for them. Alright, guess we're exiling Outlaw now. So are they. Their mana base is even clunkier than ours. Revel Ruiner. Please don't discard a non-land. I'd love to get you with Nightclubber here. Haha. Busted. Could also just pickpocket, return that, hit him for 4. But then we'd have to discard one of these, and I don't know if I want to do that. I kind of just want to play Nightclubber. I know it's a bit off curve, but we know we're getting value off of this right now. And I don't even think we need to blitz it. So we're just going to get that value. And then we still have some action coming at some point here, so we'll be alright. Any land lets us play Outlaw. Alright, made it a 3-2. Don't really want to be discarding any of these to pickpocket. I'd like to discard a land to this at some point. So let's just get in here. Put it here, because we don't mind this one dying as much. Now, Echo Inspector could mean we have to discard one of these cards. But it gets a creature on the board. Yeah. I think we're just going to do this. Maybe they have a counter spell or something. Masked Bandits, okay? Yeah, we'll just get rid of the land. Pass it back. Do they have another land, and can they play Bandits or Outlaw here? Both will be decent on this board. Nothing, you say? Okay. Well, we're going to attack, so... Going to kill something? They will. I guess we'll be exiling Outlaw, holding up Murder. Then if we draw a land next turn... And they only play, like... If they just play this, one of these two... And we murder it, draw a land, we play Outlaw 4+2. Oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. No land. Oh my gosh, Cormella has haste, doesn't she? Forgot about that. We'll give it the nice oops. Okay. Yep, alright, well, in that case, that happens. You just gotta play from where you're at. Play the post-combat 2/4 haste. So this is a weird hand. Riveteers can get Swamp or Forest. And we need Swamp for Murder and Deal Gone Bad, but this is one of our only green sources with the fight rigging that we already have in hand. So I'm going to keep it, and I don't quite know what to get. I think I'm going to get green and cross my fingers because we have a many more black sources. I know Murder's kind of far away, but we have a couple of connive cards we could pitch this to if we don't find the... Well, there's the black, so... You know, we just never didn't have it. And we can go fight rigging next turn and start to go to town. Guess we can go Nuisance. Dig Up the Body may trigger at a point that we don't want it to, and Broker's Veteran is like, whatever. So we'll just do that. 2 or more counters among creatures you control. So if this gets another counter, it can attack. They might kill it first, though. Oh, please don't have a way to get rid of fight rigging. That wouldn't be fun. No! Why? Why you gotta do that? Alright, go ahead then. Really, the main deck Broken Wings is gonna get us? That's no fun. The main deck, best of 1 Broken Wings, is gonna take out one of our best enchantments here. Okay. I think I'm just gonna kill this and mill us. Might have liked to have those cards in hand, but could have easily been 3 lands. Now, if we copy the Bruiser, then we'll have 2 counters among creatures we can control, and this can attack. It's not outstanding, but I mean, it's something. And now we can get aggro if they just play a 4-drop. We can murder or run out of town. If we draw a black, we can murder something else. But let's see here. Okay. Never mind. Go ahead. So we've used our 2 rares already. And got rid of Cormella. Do we want to murder the assassin? No. Think I'm gonna get a black here over a red and then pass. Because Cormella's already in the yard. We have another outlaw on the deck, but we can just cast that off itself too, so this opens up being able to play murder even after we cast this. Okay. Oh, I guess we gave them the trigger there. Okay, well, I'm just going to do it on itself, so we'll just get that out of here. Oh, they're putting it on top. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm going to go outlaw here. Don't need those. No, what we could do... No. I was going to say we could top both of them and then we guarantee a mill of a land, but, like, no, that's not worth it. So go ahead. Kind of awkward that we can't cast both of these in the same turn right now because of our mana situation. Now we can. We have a 3-drop in here already, right? Yeah. Okay, so Murder's not going to make this into a 3-3. We could attack, but like... And then we can murder whatever they do, and then we can like maybe get a 2-for-1 or even a 3-for-1. Let's see here. Let's try this. Oh, nice. Okay. Go to damage. They're going to pump that, and then we're going to kill it. And we'll get that 2-for-1 there. And now we are both just top decking. They do have a couple extra draws here with Racer's Rings, though. Yeah, I don't think you want to be attacking with that. Well, they're going to trade for the Outlaw, but, I mean, it's going to trade for something at some point. We are highly likely to deck before them, so we're going to have to deal the damage to them. As good as a blocker as this is, we're going to have to find a way to deal some damage to them. That's certainly not the answer. Well, that's pretty nice. I don't really want to bounce the cleanup crew, but like... We could have really good attacks, but we only really getting in for 2 because they're going to replay it and gain 6 more life, or 4 more life. And we can't even attack with that because it's not getting a counter, so I guess we'll just bounce that. Filter out the deck. That's a problem, because we have a couple of flyers we could try to push through some damage with, but that's going to hold them back. I think we've gotten rid of both murders as well. Yep. I'm not seeing... Guess we hold on to that. Not seeing a lot of ways to push through this last bit of damage. Not even bit. Last 80% of damage. think we've used Deal Gone Bad. We've used Double Murder. Do we have any more removal in the deck? I think we used Run Out of Town. Yeah. The Wrecking Crew is what's really stopping us, because that's what we need to get through with like Echo Inspector or something like that. I think the biggest thing, you know what? The Broken Wings is legitimately what won them this game. Surprisingly enough. Well, Silencer plus Fake Your Own Death is quite good. Nightclubber, I mean, it's not a land, so I guess we'll keep it. Something you can do is you can blitz Nightclubber and then give it Fake Your Own Death. And then when you sacrifice it at the end of the turn, it comes back and gives everything -1/-1 again. So maybe that's a way that we could like squeeze some damage through and clean up this board a little bit. So if we blitz Nightclubber, attack with everything, they're going to have some decent blocks, but then the Fake Your Own Death on the Nightclubber could really mess them up. And we only have 7 cards left, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 4 of these 7 are lands. So let's try this. Just gonna see what happens here. They might get to eat something of ours, but they might set up blocks to where they kind of get their board wiped. Like if they block Cleanup Crew on Outlaw, and then they block Wrecking Crew on one of these 2, and then Bandits on one of these 2, then that would be really good for us. Like, or their whole board would get basically wiped. Okay. So that'll die. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my gosh, did we just win? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that was absolutely insane. I did not think we were going to pull that one out. But they were going to go to... I think they were going to go to 1, right? Yeah, they were trying to go to 1, and Fake Your Own Death just won the whole game. Well, still reeling after that last win, but yep, we're going to keep this one here. That might have been one of the more interesting and impressive wins we've had in the format so far, by them just kind of saying, yeah, I'll take the loss. Let's do blue. Guess we'll start with Newsy here. Okay, so we have 3 values in the yard now. That's going to be quite good against us. So, like, we can blitz goons and attack with it. They kill one of these. They kill the Newsy. Can't really attack here. Okay, so at least they didn't get the 2-for-1 on us. They did stop 4 damage. But if we had attacked with both of these, they would have blocked on Veteran. And we wouldn't have had anything to put a counter on, really. Very much like a forest off the top. Well, kinda. I think we can just nuisance this without casualty. That gets us 4 damage in, and the next turn we have fight rigging and murder. Oh my gosh. This is just so good against our board state right now. I don't know if we're going to get up to 7 power at any point soon. So I might just want a silencer. We have a couple of extra shuffle effects to get this undercover operative back into our deck somewhere. So I think I'm just going to put the silencer underneath there. Put the counter, I guess, here. So the next turn we can make it above 2 for the silencer. No attacks. Gonna die to some flyers here, probably. Doing all the conniving over there. I think I'm going to get rid of this before it gets too big, and we can preserve our life total a little bit. That's a horrible draw. Put it here. No attacks. They can attack with Backstreet Bruiser now, so we might have to take a lot. Well, there goes our board. Stinking silencers are just destroying us right now. Jeez. Okay, yeah, well this one's over pretty quick here. That does almost nothing. So, sure. Goodness gracious, we're just getting smacked. Holy moly. Oh, well, that's probably just lethal then. Okay, well, GG, I guess. So, we obviously need a blue. And this can get swamp. and forest. And another land opens up a blitzed night clubber to draw us an extra card. And by then, hopefully, we'll find a lot of blue. Maybe. In the meantime, we'll just keep drawing blue cards. What does that even do? Oh, that's just garbage. Alright, well I guess we're blitzing a night clubber. Unless something else happens here. Yep. Or not blitzing, we're just gonna cast it. I know there's the argument to not blocking there so that we can do this. That's a problem. There's blue. Okay. I'm going to go Echo Inspector. Probably getting rid of Nuisance or maybe Custodian. We're light on blue, so I think I'm going to get rid of Nuisance here. Next turn we can go Veteran and then... or Fight Rigging plus any one of these. So I'll get rid of that. And then Fight Rigging on Inspector. If they don't have a way to deal with the... well, it looks like they do, so that'll just die anyway. So now... we'll go... let's go Custodian Fight Rigging. Well, that's a lot. I think I'll do Cormella because, again, Murder and Fake Your Own Death could be cast at a point that we don't want them to be cast. They're just gonna destroy our deck here. At least we got the counter. Alright, they got the train going. This could be a problem. Counter here. Okay. Come on. Click it. They're going to kill the veteran now. It's fine, because now we get a shield counter on Custodian. That's not fine, because now we're drawing all the lands. So we have 9 lands, 10 lands. So there's 7 left in 21, I guess. try to kill that. I guess they just did that to get the trigger, I suppose. Maybe they have another one? Okay. Yeah, so that's why they did that. So they could do that twice. So they're going to trade a 2/2 for a shield counter here, probably. Would have loved all 3 of those cards. So of course, as soon as we choose to mill ourselves, we dump all the cards that we need in the matchup, and then we're going to probably draw land off the top into next turn. There's the land off the top. I'm not going to attack because I think they have Fake Your Own Death here. And I want my 7-powered creature next turn. So I can get Cormella for free. Never mind. Oh my gosh. We've drawn a Deal Gone Bad and like a Broker's Veteran since the board stalled out, so this has been nice. Holy! Oh, okay, well then that's just game. Never mind. Forgot that was a thing. Alright, we got the perfect mana here. Yeah, now we have one of each. So we'll go get green here. And while we do so, we'll be thinning out our deck. Looks like they're probably color screwed on green here, and they're going to get that now with treasure. And then probably strangle this. There's the strangle. An unlicensed hearse? Oh, God. Well, at least this can reset it at some point. So do I Maestro's Theater, or do I play Island and Broker's Veteran, which doesn't even do anything right now? That way next turn this guarantees a Deal Gone Bad to kill that, or something? Guess I'll do this. Alright, if you're going to play with the card that always gives you priority, be active about passing through that priority if you're not going to use it. So we could get a black, or we can get that red. I think I actually just want another black. It's got Menace. I think I'm going to have to just hold up Deal Gone Bad on this. Mill them because our graveyard is trash at this point because of the hearse. Oh. We mill 3 lands for them. Okay. How nice it must be. And then they have a 6/6. And then they have another 6/6. So this has been nice. It's been very nice. Started off 3-0, gonna end up 3-3, I guess. That's just frustrating. They can hit us for 12 this turn. Can't really do anything about it. They chose not to. So they just misplayed that there, but doesn't matter. We are more than dead. Gonna bounce that just to at least reset it. Okay. I mean, kind of have to block. Then they'll just play the hearse again and keep letting it get out of range for us. Oh, goody. Another 6/6. Well, I guess we're playing this. Nuisance seems okay here. It at least draws us a card. We're gonna have to basically just save Murder for this unlicensed Hearse whenever they choose to crew it. Well, that sucks. So we could attack with both of these, and then fake your own death on either of them is pretty good. We would not be holding up Murder then. But they can crew this as a 6/6 next turn using Halo Scarab. So I don't think we can do that. Because they could also just choose not to block. If they choose not to block, that's not bad for us because we'll hold up Murder. And if we fake your own death, all our creatures will be tapped and they're going to hit us for 6. Is that okay? Maybe? Hope they just don't block. Oh. Yeah. Now they can eat 2 in response, and then one of ours is going to die no matter what. So, yep, that was wrong. Not that it really matters. So I guess we fake your own death on the outlaw, and then we can murder this still at some point. Or we kind of want this to stop. So we might be able to fake your own death here, and then we can murder the Express at some point. They can only get this up to a 6/6 unless they have something in hand, so theoretically this should work. That means our Dig Up the Body could become relevant again. Okay, so it did work. We got rid of the Hearse, and we still have Murder in hand. Now we just have to hope that they can't crew this. They can crew this. Okay. We might need to do Run Out of Town. Not that we're ever really going to cast it. If we put it here, this threatens a trade with the Revelers. So that's why I'm going to do it this way. We need to fade a couple of draw steps from them. Okay. Sure. Now I guess we have to block like this. Don't think we can afford to casualty at 4 life. So we're just gonna have to do this. Nightclubber's not bad. Gets rid of some of their board. The others are pretty good too, though. I don't think we can afford Outlaw, because we can't cast it this turn, so Girder, Goons, or Nightclubber to kill these two. I think I'm going to go with the Clubber, just to help us stabilize a bit here. And I'll put the counter... Put the counter here, because I'm fine trading Clubber for Connoisseur if they want to attack with it. Because we do have to start attacking here at some point. They chose not to exile and get a treasure. Excuse me, what? This has been a strange draft. It's been a strange draft. People just like, would you like a win? Here you go. Take it from me. So at the very least, we have Custodian into Fake Your Own Death. Operative is looking not great in this hand, but this does help fix a little bit. So we'll keep it and hope they don't run us over here. So do we exile Outlaw to have access to a black, or do we just Fake Your Own Death on something so that we can have a treasure next turn? Treasure seems okay, because then we can go Veteran plus Outlaw. I really don't want to trade with Veteran because they get the counter on the agent, but I guess we'll just do this then. Now, Deal to Gone Bad can deal with whatever they put the shield counter on here. So if we attack with Custodian, Fake Your Own Death, they put the counter here. Next turn we can Deal Gone Bad that, and then the counter doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay. Think we're just gonna have to get rid of that one. And I'm gonna choose to mill them. That could be wrong, but I'm just gonna mill them. I'm tired of milling all of our cards. We just have one newsie in the deck, and I guess to dig up the body, so maybe that was a reason to mill us. Not a lot happened here, just a little bit of a staring contest. Okay, so they're going to keep something tapped down here. Yeah, that was definitely a big mistake, not milling myself. I just completely forgot about the fact that we had to dig up the body in hand. So, oops. Alright, now the question is, do they have make disappear? And the answer to that, I think, is yes. So for that reason, I'm not going to play into it. It would be so bad if we just played this and they countered it. That would just be horrible. What I'd like to do is have this resolve and then copy it with operative. That would be insane. Stop. They get a response. They do get a response. Okay, they're getting no response right now. So I'm going to bait this out. Let's see. Okay, now they're getting a response. So very clearly they have make disappear. So we're going to have to watch out for that. And we're going to have to make sure that we can resolve this when they don't have 2 mana up. And then what we could do is this is going to go to the yard from make disappear, and then we can return it with dig up the body. But if we wait till we have 1 more land, we're going to force them to sacrifice a creature in response as well. So I'm going to force them to sacrifice a creature if we find another land. while still holding up Make Disappear. Okay, I'll go to combat, I guess. We have to make sure we don't die to a couple of flyers here. Like they play an Echo Inspector and then it's not great. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do now is play Glamorous Outlaw. They're going to counter it, but they have to sacrifice their Broker's Veteran to do so. Why is this costing 7? It's highlighting 7 lands, is it not? Oh. Let's see. So, what? Black, red, blue. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's why it's doing that. Okay, so they're probably going to counter this. But we can get it back next turn. So there's the Make Disappear using Casualty, but we made them sacrifice a creature. So that's why we did that. Okay. And I'm not going to pay for either of these. Then we'll end the turn. Now they do get a shield counter on their Crier, which makes it harder to get rid of. Okay. Okay, we're going to have to watch out for that. Try to dig up the body first here. No casualty. A couple of good mills. I think I will get in here. This game is really tough to navigate. It's hard to know exactly what to do here. Feels bad, but we might have to use the operative on the Skycrier to like prevent us from dying at some point, but we'll see. Because they're in blue-white, so they're going to have more flyers. And we have 0 on the board currently. Alright, so we have to take 6 now. Yeah, probably shouldn't be attacking with Broker's Veteran then. Now our clock is down to 3 turns. Don't know how good that is right now. I think we have to copy the Sky Crier. And then fake your own death on top of the undercover operative? Or we could operative and fight rigging, put the counter on the operative, but they're gonna kill this somehow. You have to think, right? And then fight rigging and see if it dies. I mean, they have removal, they have removal. I don't really know what else we can do here. We have to not die to a 3-turn clock to a flyer. It's our only way to even try this to win this game here. Alright. Does it survive to their turn? Alright, that'll be a murder target. Well, it'll die anyway, and they get a fish. So now we're dead next turn. Now we're dead this turn. Alright, couldn't quite get there. That game was hard to navigate. It was a lot of back and forth, but we did about all we could. I think we put up a decent fight. Our creatures were just 2-1s and 3-2s and stuff, so we didn't really ever have much of a threat. I made a couple of attacks that I probably shouldn't have made looking back on it, but hindsight's 20/20. So thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video. We have our trophy playlist on the end screen or yesterday's video in case you missed it. Thanks so much. I will see you tomorrow for your daily draft.